Okay, so let's start the game. Okay, nasa device mo, Rowena? Can I start it?
Opo.
Okay.
Opo.
So this is a review, okay, from in our previous topic in chapter 1, which is probability distribution. Okay, what do we call the set of possible outcomes of an experiment? Or just click the answer. Red, blue, yellow, or green? Okay, very good. Okay, it's sample space. Answeran mo, Rowena?
Opo.
Very good.
Opo. Correct po.
Okay, next. It is the random variables that are countable. What do you call that?
Discrete.
Okay, very good. So it is a discrete random variable. Next.
Opo.
It is a random variables using measurements such as height, weight, and temperature. Okay, very good. You can still remember it.
Opo.
Okay, next. It is a function that associates a real number to each element in the sample space. Okay, it's a random variable. Galing. Okay, next. Number of grade 11 students in statistics and probability subject. What is that? Discrete or continuous? Okay, very good. Since it is countable, right?
Opo.
Next. The weight of the heaviest woman in the Philippines. Okay. Since it is a measure of, it's a measure of weight, it is continuous. Okay,
Opo.
next. The temperature today. Okay, continuous because it is still a measurement.
Opo.
The number of books that you read.
Discrete.
So fast, ang galing. The time she drive his car to work.
Continuous?
Okay, it's continuous. Okay. Kasi it's still a measure. You measure the time.
Okay po.
The number of presidential aspirants.
Discrete.
Okay, so kung dalawa kahit sana dalawa kayo, makikita dito yung kung sino yung third, second, and first, the podium.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
First place.
Okay, since you're the only participant, you're the first, you're the winner. Okay. Okay, so since you still remember the chapter 1, okay, maybe we can proceed to our new lesson. Okay, wait, I'll close the
Okay po.
Okay, so our new lesson for today. Okay, it is all about the normal curve. Okay, so chapter 1. Yeah, chapter 2, I mean. Okay, chapter 2, lesson 1, which is understanding the normal curve. Okay, so since we are done already with probability distribution, random variables, mean, and standard deviation, now we are going to tackle about how to understand the normal curve. Okay, kailan ba natin masasabi na ang probability distribution has the normal curve? Ano ba itong normal curve na to? Okay, so what is our objective for today's lesson? Okay, first one, read mo nga, Rowena.
Ma'am?
Can you read the objectives?
Okay po. Understand the concept of the normal curve distribution. State and illustrate the properties of a normal curve distribution.
So after this discussion, you will be able to understand the concept of the normal curve distribution and illustrate and state the properties of a normal curve distribution. Ano ba yung mga properties niya? Okay. So let's recall first, since I think you still remember this because you are correct a while ago in our Kahoot. Okay, so what is a discrete random variable again?
Things that can count, ma'am.
Okay, things that are countable. Very good. So these are this is a random variable that take on only a countable number of values. Okay, how about continuous random variable? What is a continuous random
Yung
variable?
the weight or amount of a things, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yung
okay, it includes measurement, di ba? So when we measure the height, weight, temperature, that is a continuous random variable. So it is one that takes an infinite number of possible values. Okay? So there is an infinite number of values. Hindi lang siya iisa. Okay? Not just like in a discrete random variable. Say for example, how many students are there in statistics and probability? There are only 3. Tatlo lang talaga ang answer. While here in the continuous random variable, it has an infinite number of possible values. Example, what is the height of man? O ano yung mga height ng man, possible height ng man? It can be 5'6", it can be 5'4", 5'3", 5'8", right? Okay, so that is infinite number of possible values. That is continuous random variable. Okay, so that lesson, that lesson which is already tackled in chapter 1 will also be included here in chapter 2. Okay, later on malalaman natin ano ba yung relationship nito sa lesson natin. Okay, so ano ba ang normal distribution? Okay, bago natin pag-aralan ang normal curve, ano ba ang normal distribution? Okay, can you read again, Rowena?
normal distribution, also known as a Gaussian, ma'am. Ano yan?
Gaussian.
Gaussian distribution is a probability distribution that is symmetric about the means, showing the data near the means are more frequent in occurrence than data far from the means. In graph form, normal distribution will appear as a bell curve.
Okay. Thank you, Rowena. So normal distribution, the other word for that is Gaussian distribution. So ano ba ang normal distribution or Gaussian distribution? So it is a probability distribution which is symmetric about the mean. Okay, let's recall first, what is mean? Ano ba ang mean?
The possible outcome, ma'am.
Mean, are you sure? Say for example, in a score of your quiz, ang score nyo is 8, 9, and 10. Example, since you are 3 in the class, 8, 9, and 10. The mean is 8. I mean 9. The mean is 9. So, paano natin kunin ang mean? Mean is, what's the word for mean? Wait. Can you see it? Mean is what?
The average, ma'am.
Okay, it's the average, di ba? Paano natin i-compute ang mean? The last time that we discussed it, we added all the values, di ba? And then we will divide it on how many values are there. So for example, meron nga tayong 5 scores. O, ang score nila is 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. So for example lang. So we will add all of those. So 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 divided by kung ilan sila. Ilang scores ba yun? Divided by 5. That is how we get the mean, right? Did you get it?
Opo.
Okay, diba? So yun yung mean.
Opo.
So ang normal distribution or Gaussian distribution, ito yung probability distribution wherein the scores are just near the mean. Okay? Yung mga scores, say for example, in a quiz nga, ang mga scores nila, hindi siya lalayo doon sa value ng mean. Okay? Say for example, out of 10 in a quiz, your score the mean of your score is 8, yung mga scores ng mga students, hindi siya lalayo doon sa 8 na score. Okay? Are you getting the point, Rowena?
Opo.
Okay, so ang scores niya, scores ng mga students can be pwedeng 9, pwedeng 10, pwedeng 7, pwedeng 6, pero hindi na siya lalayo doon sa average or the mean. So, wala nang score which is 0, 1, dahil malayo na siya doon sa mean. Okay, did you get it?
Opo.
Okay, so that is normal distribution. Okay, pag sinabing normal distribution, the data or the scores are just near the mean. Okay, frequent. Marami yung mga scores na malapit doon sa mean. Okay, kung meron mang scores na malayo sa mean, it's okay. Pero iilan lang. Okay? Iilan lang yung data or scores na malayo doon sa mean. That is still a normal distribution. Okay? So in graph form, kung i-graph natin yan, the normal distribution will appear as a bell curve. Okay? As you can see, para siyang bell, di ba? The shape is like a bell. Right? Rowena?
Opo.
Okay,
Yung
so that is
ano
the
po.
graph. Yes, that is the graph of a normal distribution. Okay, later on, malalaman mo paano magkakaroon ng bell curve ang normal distribution. Okay, so let's have an example. Okay, so, but before the example, many continuous random variables such as IQ scores, heights of people, or weights have histograms that are bell-shaped distribution. Okay, right? I told you a while ago that the discrete and random variables, or discrete and continuous random variables have something to do or are part of our new lesson. Right? So most of the continuous random variables such as the height of the people, weight, is an example of a normal distribution, or what we call,
Ma'am.
or the graph is
Okay.
bell shape. Okay, is in bell shape. Okay, so let's have an example. Okay, can you read it, Rowena, the first example? Rowena, can you read the first example?
Height of a person is an example of normal distribution. Most of the people is a specific population are of average height. The number of people taller and is shorter than the average height of people. It almost equal. And the very small number of people are either extremely tall or extremely short. However, height is not a single characteristic. Several genetic and environmental factors influence height. Therefore, it follows the normal distribution.
Okay, thank you, Rowena. Okay, so an example of a normal distribution is height. Okay, height of a person. Let us just take an example. Let us just get the height of a Filipino. Kasi kung titingnan natin in the whole world, medyo hindi na siya magiging normal distribution. Kasi iba ang height ng Filipino, iba ang height ng Americans, right? Kasi ang Americans matatangkad sila. Okay, while Filipino is just normal. Okay, so let us just use the height of a Filipino person. Okay, why is it considered a normal distribution? Okay, so ang height kasi ng tao, if you will search it, ang average height ng Filipino person is 5 flat. Okay? Yung mga height ng other Filipinos can be 5'1", 5'2", 5'3", meron ding 5'6", right? Na Filipino. Sometimes there
Mama
are...
ko, 5'6".
Ay, 5'6" ka? Ang tangkad mo, ha? Really?
Opo.
Sana all. Kasi ako 5
5'5",
flat.
mga ganun. No?
5 flat, pero sometimes, hindi ko nga sure kung ano talaga height ko. Kasi sometimes, kapag nag-measure kami ng height, 5 flat, And sometimes 4'11". Ay, hindi ko alam kung ano ba talaga yung height ko, di ba? Maliit ako. Okay.
Opo.
5'6" ka, okay. So, you're, ano pala, you're tall. Okay. So, ayan, yung average height ng person is 5. Kasi I search it. Ang average height ng Filipino person is, Filipino is 5 flat talaga. Okay, so, merong mga height, others have height which is, sabi ko nga, 4'11", 5'1", 5'2", until 5'6". Kung meron mang lalampas sa 5'6", iilan na lang, right? Okay, so
Opo.
yes, okay, so the number, so kung titignan natin yung number of people taller than the average height which is 5, o konti lang. 'Di ba? Kung meron mang 4'11", 4'10", or meron pang 4, yung mga maliliit talaga, right? Iilan lang sila. Kung meron namang taller than the average height, o yung matatangkad na 5'6", more than 5'6", iilan na lang din. Okay? So, there are few number or the number of tall and small people are either extremely or a very small number of people are either extremely tall or extremely short. Iilan lang silang masyadong matatangkad, iilan lang din ang masyadong maliliit. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin, kung ilalagay natin siya in a graphical form, andito siya, right? So, the average will be at the middle, that is 5. Okay? So, yung mas tataas pa sa 5, dun siya sa right. Okay? Sa right side. Okay? So, yung mas mababa pa sa 5 flat, which is the average, dito siya sa left. Okay? And then, if you will graph it, magpo-form siya ng bell. Okay? So, dyan sa right, yung parang curve niya ng ganyan. So, yun na yung mga people that are extremely tall. Dito naman sa left, yung pa-curve niya na, that is the people who are extremely short. Okay? So, kung i-graph natin yan, we will form a bell curve. Okay? Are you getting the point, Rowena?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the reason why it is called a normal distribution is because the height of a person is near the mean, which is 5 flat. Okay? So, andyan lang siya napapaloob sa graph na yan. Okay? Another example. Okay. Female shoe sales. Okay, diba? Example, sa isang mall. Ano ba yung madalas mabentang shoes? Anong size ang madalas mabenta? Okay, as you can see in the graph, ano yung anong size yung pinakamaraming nabenta?
8, ma'am.
Okay, size 8, right? Ayan, yun yung pinakamaraming nabebenta. So, it means the average size of female shoes is size 8. Diba? How about you? Ano yung size ng ano mo, ng shoe, ng sapatos mo, Rowena?
Size 7 lang, ma'am.
7. Ako din eh, 7.
Opo, minsan 8.
Okay, minsan 8. Okay, so ang average is size 8. Diba? As you can see, yung nabebenta na shoes ng female is sometimes it's 8. Ayan, pinakamarami 16% is 8, size 8. And then we have maybe it's 11%, it's 7.5 and 8.5. And then meron ding lampas ng 12, which is size 7 and size 9. Okay, so kung meron mang nakakabili ng size 4, iilan lang. Okay, right? And then size 14, iilan lang din. Okay? So, it is another example of normal distribution kasi yung mga sizes ng shoes na nabebenta is near the mean, which is 8. Right? Did you understand?
Opo.
Okay, very good.
Opo.
Okay, another example is the normal birth weight. Okay, yung weight ng newborn. 'Di ba? Ang average ng normal birth weight ng isang newborn baby is 2.5 to 3.5 kilograms. Okay? So as you can see here, okay, ayan yung mga, andyan yung 3,000 that is in grams. Okay? So the measure here in the graph is in grams. Okay? So kung i-convert naman natin yan sa kilograms, just divide it by 1,000, right? Okay, so yung average dito is, it's like 3.5 kilograms. Okay, so some babies are 3 kilograms, 4 kilograms, iilan lang. As you can see, iilan lang yung 2 kilograms, right? Iilan lang din yung 5 kilograms. Okay, so
Opo.
this example is an example of normal distribution since yung mga weight o yung mga data na nakuha is just near the mean, which is 2.5 to 3.5 kilograms. Okay? Kaya siya
Okay po, ma'am.
kaya siya nag-form ng bell shape. Okay, so the graph of the normal distribution depends on two factors. Meron tayong two factors. Ano ba yung magiging itsura ng graph natin? Okay. The two factors or two factors that can affect the graph of our distribution is the mean and the standard deviation. In fact, the mean and standard deviation characterize the whole distribution. Okay? So the mean, ano ba ang nagagawa ng mean sa graph? So the mean determines the location of the center of the bell-shaped curve. 'Di ba a while ago, yung mean natin is at the middle, right? Wait,
Opo, ma'am.
okay, so here, I will just draw. Ayan. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
So yung mean natin, okay. So yung mean natin, it determines the location of the center. Okay? Kasi yung mean is, andito siya. Okay? Mean. This is the symbol for mean, right? Or it can be,
Opo.
it can be X and then may line sa taas, right? So, our mean will determine the location of the center. Okay? Yun yung magsasabi sa atin kung saan ba banda because we have numbers here below. So, saan banda natin
Okay.
ilalagay yung mean. Okay? So, that will determine the
po.
center of our bell-shaped curve, of our curve. Okay? So, mean, it represents the balancing point of the graph of the distribution. Kaya balancing, siya yung nagbabalance. So, it means nasa middle siya. Nasa center yung mean. Okay? Next, we have
Yes, ma'am.
median. Median, it represents the point where 50% of the area under the distribution is to the left. Since we have the mean already, the average, so 50%, kalahati ng distribution, which is below the mean, will be on the left side. Okay? And 50% of the area under the distribution will be on the right side. Okay? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then yung mode naman, it represents the high point of the probability density function. Ang mode is, it is the, say for example, sa isang quiz, yung scores nyo is given. Okay, anong score ba yung may pinakamaraming nakuha? O pinakamaraming nakakuha dun sa score. Example, you have the score of 7. Wait, I will just write. Out of 10, the scores are 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are, example, you are 6 in the class. And then your scores are 7, 8, 9. Or I will just type here na lang. Can you still see my presentation?
Opo,
Okay.
ma'am.
So for example, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 9. Or 6 in the class, say for example. Okay. So, ang scores nyo in your quiz out of 10, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 9. Okay? So, paano natin isolve ang mean? Let us have mean first. Okay? How do we get the mean, Rowena?
I-add po silang lahat.
Okay, let's add them all. So, 7 plus 8
7 plus 8. 15, ma'am.
plus 9
24 po.
plus 9
29.
30, 33, right?
Ay, 33, ma'am. Opo.
Okay, plus
Right.
10
43 po.
plus 9
50. 52, ma'am.
52. Okay, 52 divided by, how many data are there?
6, ma'am.
6. Okay, so
6
what will be
po.
the mean?
8.7, ma'am, ganun.
Okay, so
Or 8, ma'am.
52. So 52 divided by 6 will be 8.67. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
8.67. So that's our mean. So yung mean natin, mapupunta siya dito. Diba? Sabi nga, it is
Sa
the
gitna,
balancing point. So it is at the middle. So 8.67. Okay? So lahat ng scores less than 8.67, dito siya. So ano ba yung mga scores less than 8.67?
7.7, ma'am.
Okay, what else?
8.
Okay,
9,
7 and 8. 9 ba is less
Apo.
than 8.67?
Ay, hindi, ma'am. Hindi, ma'am.
Okay.
7,
So,
8 lang po.
Okay, 7 and 8. So, dito siya sa left. And then,
Apo.
the scores that are greater than the mean, which is 8.67, is nandito na siya sa right. Okay?
Apo. Okay po, ma'am.
Okay. So, yon. And then, that is the mean. Ang median naman, okay, that is the middle score. Middle score. Okay? So, ano ba yung middle score? Ano ba yung mga scores natin? We have 7, 8,
8,
9,
9, ma'am.
and 10.
10 po.
Okay, so apat sila. So 7,
Apo.
8, 9, and 10.
9.
Ano yung median? Ano yung middle niya? Anong middle score?
9, ay, 8.5, mga ganun,
Okay,
ma'am.
very good. 8.5. Okay, so the median will be 8.5. Okay, so a while back, median represents the point where 50% of the area under the distribution is to the left. Okay, so kalahati ng kalahati will be, since we have 6, okay, so half, which is the 3, which is 3 students, will be on the left, and then 3 will be on the right. So median, it's parang binabalance, it's the middle score. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, the middle score is 8.5. Okay, and then we have the mode naman. Ano ba yung may pinakamaraming score?
10, ma'am.
Is it 10? Ilan na nakakuha ng 10?
Ay, 9 pala, ma'am. 9.
Okay, 9. Okay, so ano ba yung mode is the high point. Ito yung may pinakamaraming number ng nakakuha ng score na yon. Okay? So it
Okay
represents the high point of the probability density. So that is the mode. Okay, so these three measures of central tendency, okay, are factors affecting our normal curve, okay, or our graph. Okay, as you can see here, okay, mean, median, mode. Okay, so the average performers, say for example, we have this 70% is the average or the mean. Diba? Sabi natin it's at the middle. Okay, so that's the mean.
Oh.
Okay? So above
Opo.
average performers or the performers who got more than 70% is nasa right side. And then the performers who got below 70 will be on the left side.
In the left side.
Yes, okay. So meron pa tayong sinasabing low to non-performers. Yung pinaka, 'di ba sabi nga natin kung meron mang medyo malayo na or masyado nang malayo sa average is mapupunta siya dun sa pinaka dulo na ng curve natin here. Okay? Ang normal curve kasi natin is hindi yan magta-touch sa, wait, I will draw a little, dito. Okay. There. Yung dulo niyan, hindi niya matatouch ang x-axis. Okay? Dire-diretso yan, mahaba. So, walang katapusan yan, hindi niya matatouch ang x-axis or the line below. Okay? So, ganyan lang siya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So,
Opo. Gets ko po.
here, kung meron mang malayo sa average score, say for example this one, low to non-performers yung mga masyado nang mababa ang nakuhang scores. Okay, andito na siya sa pinaka maliit na part on the left side. Okay? Kung meron mang
Okay, ma'am.
masyadong magagaling, high performers, say for example mga nakakuha ng 100%. Okay, dito naman siya sa pinakamaliit na part. Okay, are you getting it? Are you getting the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Here, for symmetric distributions with a single peak, such as the normal curve, okay, mean is equal to median is equal to mode. Okay, sa symmetric distribution. When we say symmetric, kapag symmetric kasi, pag naglagay tayo example ng mirror here at the middle, kung ano yung nakikita natin, say for example, ito yung mirror. Kung ano yung nakikita natin sa left side, yun din ang makikita natin sa right side. Okay? Yun ang
50-50
tinatawag
nga
natin.
po, di ba?
What?
50-50. 50-50 po, di ba?
Yes, 50-50. Pero what I mean is symmetric distribution. Yes, it's 50-50. Kung ano yung nandito sa kaliwa, yun din ang nasa kanan. Symmetric balance. Okay?
Okay po.
So, kung sa isang symmetric distribution, mean is equal to median and it's also equal to mode. So, mean, median, mode are equal to each other. Okay? Take note of that. Okay. And also, aside from the mean, standard deviation determines the shape of the graph. Okay? So, meron tayong curve na masyadong matulis. Meron naman tayong curve na medyo mababa at hindi naman siya ganun katulis. Okay? Especially the height and the width of the curve. Okay? So, the standard deviation will affect the height as well as the width of the curve. Okay? So, kung mataas ang standard deviation natin, when the standard deviation is large, the normal curve is short and wide, like the second graph. As you can see, the graph
Opo.
is short pero mataba, wide, right? That is when our standard deviation is large. Do you still remember how to solve the standard deviation? Medyo mahaba ang
Opo.
process, right? Kailangan
Opo.
mo pang isolve ang mean before the standard deviation. Okay?
Opo.
Okay, so if the standard deviation is large, the normal curve will be short and wide. But when the standard deviation is small or is a small value, it will be skinnier and taller, like the first graph. Okay? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Opo.
there are properties of the normal probability distribution. Okay, the first one, the distribution curve is bell-shaped. Okay, just like what we have discussed a while ago. So, ang curve niya is a bell-shaped. The curve is symmetrical about its center. Okay, kung ano yung nakikita natin on the left side, yun din ang makikita natin on the right side. Okay, yung measure ng left is the same with the measure of the right. The mean, median, and mode coincide at the center. Okay, nasa center. They are meeting at the center. The width of the curve is determined by the standard deviation of the distribution. Okay, ano ba yung nakakaapekto ng width and height? It is the standard deviation. Okay, the tails of the curve flatten out indefinitely along the horizontal axis, always approaching the axis but never touching it. 'Di ba yung sinabi ko kanina, ang ating curve hindi niya matatouch yung x-axis o yung horizontal axis. Never. It will never touch the horizontal axis or the x-axis. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Opo.
That is, the curve is asymptotic to the baseline. Okay? The curve is asymptotic to the baseline. Okay? Kasi hindi niya natatouch. Next, the area under the curve is 1. Okay? We will discuss that further next meeting. Okay? Yung area under the curve, yan. Area natin. Under the curve, yung mga nasa loob. Okay? If we will solve for that, it will be 1. Okay? Thus, it represents the probability or proportion or the percentage associated with specific sets of measurement values. Okay, so these are the properties of the normal probability distribution. Don't forget about it, okay?
Okay po.
Okay.
Noted, ma'am.
And then last one, the standard normal curve is a normal probability distribution that has a mean, which is 0, and a standard deviation, which is 1. Okay, that is the standard normal curve. Okay, ang pinag-aralan natin kanina is the normal curve, right? But the standard normal curve is yung mean natin is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. Okay, take note of that. If you are asked what is the mean of a standard normal curve?
0, ma'am.
Okay, what is the standard deviation of a standard normal curve?
1 po.
It's 1. Okay. Did you understand our lesson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any question about our topic?
Wala na po.
Okay, so next meeting, we're going to sketch. Okay, we're going to sketch a graph of a normal distribution. Okay, so we're not
Okay
just
po.
studying the properties, but we are going to sketch also an curve or the normal curve. We are going to sketch a graph of a normal distribution. Okay, so if you don't have any question, okay, that's all for today. Kindly check the Google Classroom, okay, because I posted some activities there. Okay, you are going to answer the questions. Wait, it's here. Okay, so there is a topic question, Rowena. In your own words, what is a normal curve or normal distribution? Since we have discussed that already. Then you are going to give one real life example. Okay, right a while ago, I showed you many examples about the normal distribution. Now, you are the one who will give an example. Okay?
Okay po.
Okay, and then there's a quiz. Your quiz number 3 is just answer the Google form. It's all about the properties of a normal distribution. You have any question?
Wala na po, ma'am.
So if you don't have any question, that's all. Can you open your camera so that we can take a picture? Una.
Wait lang. Hindi po ako nakakayos.
Okay, because we need to post it also in the Google Classroom.
Okay, ma'am.